period. Sound like a retarded dog. Alrighty, well, let me be the first to say, welcome to Mercury. Closest planet to the sun. Oh, I already got that. And let's see. I think... Oops. Lord. Creeps are everywhere. Die. It's a little hard to concentrate when I'm being constantly shot at. But I believe that one of the times that I streamed, we did a mission where we went to this big old spaceship that was shooting the beam into the sun. Well, if you remember how big that thing is, that's it. That thing right there was the thing we disabled. Ooh, public event, public event, public event.
The Vex slip between timelines like Quicksilver, but you have one chance to stop them. Right now.
Oh, yeah. This thing does not happen often, and it is the only public event that happens on Mercury.
You stand on a thread that links past and present, preparation and triumph.
So, the guy who's talking to us, his name is Brother Vance, and he's a wee bit obsessed with one of the characters in the game named Osiris, and that's a very, very long story. Annoying me. Go pick up this thing and then run over here and drop it off this thing and everything. Boom! Sweet. Alright, so now we need to go. Other side. Oh! Nice. I don't have him. I actually need to get me an Ikora. I have Cade and I have Zavala, and she is the last member of Vanguard. And I probably ought to get her. Hey. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Now you don't have to shoot these things in order for this event to be successful, but you have to do it to get to the heroic version, and this part is insanely tricky because these things show up and you have a limited time to shoot them, and you gotta jump onto these platforms. There we go. It always works better when you have more than one person. And then we get up to the top of this thing, and that's the only way you can get up here. You stand in this. Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking.
The time is now. small Osiris voice in your head, as I do, and you will succeed.
Yeah, so he's like a completely obsessed creeper for Osiris. Oh, sweet, somebody already did the thing. And this is a Gate Lord. It's a very large Vex. These Suiciders. I love getting them the chain reaction like that. Look out, dude, you're gonna get blowed up. Alright, so you grab one of these. Because this Vex Lord in the heroic version has a shield over him. Oops, dang it. And they've already killed him.
What a display of true power. You honor this place, and your efforts add to the great record of Osiris and those who act in his name.
But yeah, that's the head of a Gate Lord. But basically, Gate Lords control some of the more, shall we say, prominent and important Vex gates. And basically, the Vex have the ability, and I'm pretty sure I've probably explained this before, but just as a refresher, they have the ability to travel through time and space at will. And these things here, that, you see, they kind of look like satellite dishes turned on their sides. This is a Vex gate. So basically, when they decide they need to send troops somewhere, they've got these things set up, and they turn them on, and you can just pop right on through them, and voila. So when the public event goes active, yeah, try the entire universe. And they can teleport across great distances like that. And so basically, they can just pop in, and when the public event goes active, it's that basically all of this, like this one here, these little jumper things, and then the big gate in the middle activate, and they're like moving a bunch of troops somewhere. So the point of the event is to stop them from being able to do that. So you basically blow these gates, and then you blow the gates on the other side, because this area is kind of circular, and then you end up going all the way over to there with the little, you know, frickin' cannons, and then you blow up that gate down there, and then you blow up the one all the way on the other side, and then the Gate Lord gets pissed off and then comes to try and stop you, and then you take it out. So, oh, and this thing is the lighthouse, and the guy who's talking to us is all the way up at the top there. That there is actually a window. Ooh, stuff going down. It's actually kind of cool because the Cabal are here, and they will fight the Vex many times. Sometimes you can just kind of let them duke it out, or you can just, you know, interject. But yeah, Vance is like, he's one of those followers who is, he's got like cult level fanaticism. It's like anything and everything Osiris does, this guy is like super excited about it. And Osiris is a warlock, just like Ikora is a warlock, and he was actually her mentor, and he was the Vanguard before she took over. And everybody kind of thought he was a little bit crazy, and eventually they kind of kicked him out of being in the Vanguard. Nobody really knew what happened to him until they released an expansion for this game. And when they did that, then you get to see kind of roughly what he's been doing. Dang, I was all the way over there, and it kicks me all the way back to here to respawn. Dang, dude. So yeah, that's the brief history of Osiris and Brother Vance a little bit. Come on, step out of the shield, dum-dum. Trying to get this guy up here. Come on, come on, come on. There he is. Alright, I'll use the big one. Oh, he disappeared. That's right, run away. Here, I hear the shiny. Whoa! Alright, so, I see, back when I was talking about one of my characters, my Titan, named Rhino, and I mentioned that he's got the Vex milk kind of streaked across his face as a war trophy and a memorial to his sister. This is what it is. It's called Radiolaria. That's like the proper name they give it in the game. And it is like capable of conducting electricity, and as I remember it being described throughout dialogue in the game and other stuff, I think it actually houses microorganisms that are essentially what are compose the hive mind of the Vex. So this stuff is actually like full of tiny microscopic organisms that are capable of thinking and are basically what the Vex truly are. But they build all of these robot shells and everything so that they can interact with the world around them. And if you step in it, it's actually harmful. So that's why I came up with the idea that it would actually kind of like etch the metal of Rhino's face. Because it has this kind of, you know, electric and, you know, burning capability. So it was almost like he didn't care. He pushed past the pain, and that, you know, he was just wiping them out after seeing his sister killed. And just didn't care how bad it hurt. He was like, I'm taking these things out because they killed my sister. Hey, butt munch. And, alright, so, let's see, on Mercury, the map is actually fairly small. And it looks vast, but this is pretty much it. This right here, that little oval kind of circular area. All right, dude, I'm having a conversation. Yeah. And as you've seen, I'm sure when I've been playing, if you shoot a Vex in the head, it doesn't really kill it. That's why shooting it in the little pod kills it, because that's full of radiolaria, full of the microorganisms. And that's how you kill them. But yeah, so small area. It's like it goes from there. That's the lighthouse. That's the big old tower thing. And then that's where we do the public event. And then that is an area known as the Infinite Forest. And it's this crazy big old pyramid looking kind of thing. There's the sun, by the way, nice and blinding. Look how much detail they put, even at this level. But the whole object of the Osiris stuff is that he discovered this place, the Infinite Forest, and basically it is a simulation engine that the Vex created, essentially a massive computer capable of simulating different realities. I can't go into it right now. You have to be in a mission or something to actually do that. Yes, and it was they called it the Haunted Forest because, you know, it was Halloween. And it was very dark. There was like no lights and any of that kind of stuff. Now I can show you some of that if I do this. And we can kind of go through it and see some of that. But yeah, the normal version actually looks a lot nicer. Because, you know, it was for Halloween. They had to make it all spooky and whatnot. So if this thing will actually load the mission. Here we go.
We have received a message from our wise leader. He says, send the Guardian. The Vex are simulating a Fallen extraction to gather data on tactical retreats. Disrupt their experiment at all costs. He was so urgent that he could not include a word from me, the most humble and well-read scholar of Osirian lore.
Creeper! Shut up. That guy is like crazy.
Osiris and I are running cover for you by causing a little chaos in a nearby simulation. But the Vex know we're interested in this Fallen experiment too. Expect a strong response.
Always.
So this is the Infinite Forest. And this is essentially an entirely digital construction. Now this stuff will still hurts, it still kills you, but this is kind of the, this is kind of what it looks like on the inside. Basically, this is the computer portion of it. And you can even see, like way off in the clouds, there's like digital kind of looking stuff in there. And let's see, where we need to go, this whole pathway just kind of forms as we go, but we have to get all the way over to there. And it looks like it's going to take forever, but it does not take terribly long. You guys suck so much. You stupid little shields. Alright, you know what? Here, suck on that. This is going to be a lot easier if I had people playing with me, but I don't. This is also the heroic version of this mission, so it's going to be harder than usual. These guys have freaking shields. Oh, you kidding me? In the middle of the dodge. Yes, tentacles suck. No pun intended. Jeez. Alrighty. There's that. Oh, some of this. But yeah, I find it fascinating that in this digital space, there's like plants growing on this rock stuff. Kind of crazy. Yeah, basically you go through a section, clear it out, and then you find the door, and then the path kind of forms as you go. So you never, it's never the same 2 times in a row, basically. Yeah. There. I cannot jump up to that. But I can jump up to here. Where's Jeff Goldblum when you need him? Alright, where are you guys? Where are you guys? Alrighty. Now this guy here, Damon, glows red and basically is a little bit of a gatekeeper. You can't move on to the next section until you take all of them out. And you can see the door there is kind of red and locked. Ah, there you go. Ay, 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 ay. Get back here. And now we can go. I actually don't have to kill everything in here. Essentially, I just need to get to the doors. Huh, that's weird. Could be just the way the monitor is calibrated or something like that. Now these lasers that they keep shooting at me, that stuff's purple on my screen. What's it look like to yours? Does look a little like ruins. Alright. Nice. I gotta say, that is a really fun super. I didn't quite expect it to be as fun as it turned out to be. Okay. Yeah, there it is again. I don't know. I guess it could be kind of pinkish, but I call it red. Dude, get out of my face while I'm trying to kill other aliens that aren't even real, that are simulated. Cut and stab you in the face. There we go. Shoot the head. Yeah, Lord. Would y'all leave me alone for a minute? No. I would imagine it would have shown up at some point, given that I've been an artist since I was 7 years old. I don't recall ever discussing whether or not I was colorblind. Come on. Come to Papa. Big one. And there we go. Door's unlocked. Popping and locking. Alright. Get out of my way, dude. Blah, 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 blah. Get out of the way. And this is where I gotta go. Going over you, dude.
The Vex controlling the simulation have been alerted to your presence. They've begun to shift the terrain.
Wow. This stuff here actually kind of fascinates me. I'm gonna look down. And if you look past it, you can actually see like stars, or at least what looks like stars. But yeah, it's all kind of trippy in here. Woo! Why is that unusual then? Oh, and see if you recognize the voice of Osiris, who was just talking a minute ago.
By the way, the Vex have you on a time limit.
Oh,
Don't
this
let those
one.
Fallen escape.
We can handle it.
Oh, I hate this one because you're timed. Basically, I'm just going to run past these guys. Okay. Oh, crap. I'm supposed to be shooting like you.
I have seen evidence that leads me to believe the phasing platforms shift between different realities.
Vex, always have to do everything the hard way. If it helps, try not to look down.
That's weird. Ready? You think you're invisible. Ah. This direction. Ooh, that heavy ammo. Oh, crap, 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 crap! Speaking of nerve-wracking, Vex architecture. Friggin' crackheads.
More platforms. And this is why the Vex have no sense of humor. Or friends.
Trip grenade. Nobody gonna trip my trip grenade, huh? You guys are lame. Come on, don't you want to play with it? Yeah, it's very kind of creepy sounding. Oh, well, it's just it sounds fabulous. Completely wasted a grenade. Oh, jeez. It lasted just long enough.
simulation window is closing.
Yes, I know.
But you are near the payload that the Fallen are trying to extract.
Less than 2 minutes. Sorry, guys, not in the market for it today. Need to find your boss. There he is. Oh, where'd you go, you coward? There we go. Boom!
Even the Vex could not have anticipated your victory.
And you'd think they would by now.
Yep, that was the big boss. And instead of wasting time trying to kill all of the other low-level guys, you go straight for the boss to ensure that you win. Oh, and by the way, this is a simulation. This is not an actuality. But that is the sun. Yeah, it's beautiful until you realize that it's a dead sun and that this is Mercury in the future that the Vex want, where they succeed and they extinguish the sun and convert all life in the universe to dust. Oh, you mean the voice? Yes, that voice was Osiris. And, all right, let's see. Have you seen The Mummy and The Mummy Returns? Wait, never mind what? the chat stuff seems so disjointed. I'm like, was that him? I'm like, him who? At the very beginning, you had Brother Vince, but then you didn't have him yet anymore after that. And it was only one male voice. It had another voice in there that was female. I mean, it does look cool. It's just, you know, it would be very, very bad if that were to happen because, you know, without the sun, everything dies. The Pillager 90. Alright, so, yeah, it does. This is part of the game. Ooh, Crooked Fang. These. I love the look of that gun. But I typically prefer my Dead Ender because it's got far greater stability. It's got better reload speed. Impact and range. Range is just a hair better. Handling is just a hair better. 572, 580. Wait, what the crap? You rude little punk! Alright, that's it. Let's see. Sword. Thunderlord. I missed my sword. I want my sword back. But yeah, alright, so getting back to the voice of Osiris. I trust you've seen at least The Mummy or The Mummy Returns. that totally ruins it. Because he's like one of the best characters in both of those movies, and if you haven't seen the movies, then you're not going to have any idea who I'm talking about, so... Maybe it's not lag, maybe it's that you're typing in all of this other stuff that, instead of typing in the other more relevant stuff. You could if you were a Vex. I'm just messing. It's hard to, it's a lot faster to, you know, just say something that I'm thinking about as opposed to, you know, having to type it all in. I'm not irritated, it's okay. I'm joking. Yeah, well, you see how well that works for them. Core that was in there. 586, 588. That's awesome. Do I have enough cores to upgrade this now? 588, 56. Let's upgrade my armor. 588. Boom! Oh yeah, that takes me up a notch. 581, 592, 586, 8. I need to upgrade my boots, and I need to upgrade this guy. Let me see if I can get better already on those. Exotic. $568 versus 566. Cannot reacquire randomized gear. Blah blah blah. Wow wow wow. That's good. You're probably faster than I am. Seem to have gotten off with it as of late. What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, how did I get stuck in here with these goobers? They're not even shooting at me. This is actually kind of fascinating. Okay, so a little bit of a glitch in that I was trying to get over into this, back corner area, and this little event started, and now I'm imprisoned with these other cabal. And this is kind of neat because I can get real up close and personal with them while they're still alive. So these guys are pretty tall and big, and he's got this big old honking jetpack on, which he's not going to let me look at because he's locked onto me. I have no idea who Midna is, so... Hello, gentlemen. These guys here are actually scions, and they have psionic, telepathic, telekinetic abilities. He's so cute. Yeah, he's not cute. That's his mouth. And he's got these big old goofy looking teeth. And he's got this horrible upper lip issue going on, like we saw a while back. I'm curious. Well, that hurt them, but they did not attempt to kill me after that. That still doesn't tell me anything. I am so stuck in here. Oh, and this big old dummy out here. Yeah, and I can't shoot out. It just ricochets off the thing. And he's just looking at me. And now they leave. And this thing's probably all going to go away. Well, that was fun. I have never had that happen before. Anyways, I was trying to get up here in the back. Just hide for a minute. Check on this other stuff. Crucible. That changed. That's not what I picked up. It must be. It must be an old one. I don't know. Any patrols? Activities completed. 95 dang %. They will. The survival shriek will bring the O. Oh, what?
I have no love for Vance or his sycophants, but I do not wish to see the lighthouse fall.
That's pretty cool. Hey, that's rude. Goodbye. Seriously, who's shooting at me? You. Alright. Jump over your pool of grossness. What'd you get for trying to teleport on me? goodness. Whoops. There you go. Okie dokie. Wow, that is really bright. How many more enemies do I need to kill on this? 77%. One of the most annoying things about Mercury, though, is that you cannot use your Sparrow. And I don't know why they did that. I understand it's a small area to work in, but like, man,
Avex's mind has turned its thoughts toward our
stinks.
present reality.
Ooh. And right up here. And there we go. Is there treasure up here? Chest! Let's see, did I get enough with that? Patrol. Activities complete. Lost sectors, so patrols do not count. Well then, let's go and do this stupid event one more time.
You stand on a thread that links past and present, preparation and triumph.
Get out of here. Alrighty. Yee-hoo! There we go. Oh yeah, and there's like the rest of Mercury. Yeah. I'm not sure who does the voice of Brother Vance. I don't think it's like anybody who's like crazy famous or anything. Alright, I guess I'll go and do this thing. Come on, pick it up. Oh, why did I drop that? Oh yeah, jump onto this thin, very slanted piece of rock floating in the air. That's not terrifying at all. Ah, crap, crap, crap! I hope he got up there. Yep, he got up there. That's all that counts. Come on, buddy. There he goes.
And now we shall see if your efforts draw Osiris's attention to me. I mean, to us.
Fella, what's going on? There we go. I was wondering where you're gonna pop your shield. Oh! Thanks, bud. Slam dunk. Boom! There you go. And that's how you kill a giant robot with flaming knives.
What a display of true power. You honor this place, and your
That was
efforts
awesome.
add to the great record of Osiris and those who act in his name.
Alrighty, now that should have been enough to get all of this. Bingo! Now we can go back to here. Go check out the tower. Alright. Here, and this takes us all the way up to the top. And this is the interior space of the lighthouse. I need to go and get a full-on exam again. It's been a long time. But yeah, all of this over here is books. Books galore. Lots and lots and lots and lots of books. So I don't know exactly how you're supposed to get to the ones all the way up here. Ooh, yeah, that that should be a priority to go get checked out. And this thing here, actually, all these different symbols represent a different weapon that I obtained, because back when they did the expansion, one of the things that you could do was you could get these little, they called them prophecies from Brother Vance up here, and basically you had to do certain items or do certain things, and when you completed whatever their little requirement was, then you could come over to this thing and then activate it, and it would spit out some type of a weapon. Here's old Creeper himself.
You have come seeking truth. I can give it to you.
He's got a super big book. He just stands up here all day just reading his book and being a weirdo.
Welcome to the lighthouse.
What did I get? Oh, you got me that. Okay. And these are all the different types of weapons that you could get. My favorites among them are the sword, which is that one. The blade looks very cool. And then the scout rifle, which I'm using on my Titan currently. But they all kind of look like... Let's see, wait a minute, is this one this? Yeah, the blindfold isn't real, he's just faking it. Now this shotgun actually is part of a mission where you were going to track down the whereabouts of a long-lost guardian who was like a legend. And you end up finding him, but he had been dead for a very, very long time, and it was kind of sad and everything. And the helmet that he wore is the big Centurion-looking helmet that I've got on my Titan and everything. And this is his shotgun. And his name was Saint 14, and he was an XO. And actually, the Vex buried him, even though he was like his last stand was against the Vex. Apparently, he was so heroic that even the Vex respected him, and they buried him in a tomb. But yeah, all of these others, they just kind of look like they've been jerry-rigged out of junk, which is kind of neat. But some of them are hideous. Yeah, it's really sad. I was kind of hoping he was alive when we did the mission. I've got a pulse rifle here that is actually really sick, and I think it's this one. It's either that one or... no, it's this one. That one's really good. Really like that. Ugh. Hideous colors.
Aim true, Guardian.
Yeah, whatever. Oh,
I know many
he?
things.
I
One
really,
of them is that Guardians have no respect for my time.
Yeah, nobody respects my time. Maybe it's because you're a weirdo. I really want to get this auto rifle.
There are two types of people in the world. Those who follow Osiris, and those who haven't read his teachings yet. Osiris said to purify oneself by burning away all distraction. I see by your presence here that I'm not quite done with that stage yet.
Oh, that's a shotgun, but that looks really sweet. I wouldn't mind getting that one either. Machina Day. Machina means machine. Day means God. So it might mean God machine, but the most common usage of that is actually Deus Ex Machina, which means God from the machine. Now that's right. And that was used to refer to old theater. Old theater productions, like very, very old theater productions, where at the end of a play or something like that, and things look their worst, usually God or some kind of deity would show up at the end to, save the day or make things right, and it was just like this out of the blue kind of thing. But they used some kind of mechanics within, the workings of the theater to bring this actor who was portraying God out and stuff like that. And so that's where the phrase came from, actually. All right, I am going to leave temporarily to go get some water, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Yep, just stuff that you learn through living life and paying attention to all kinds of stuff. Alrighty, so done with Mercury. Did all of that. I can run and do some Dreaming City, or I can switch over to my Titan and do some stuff with him. Oh, goodness. Whoops. Not that. We're going to go and do some Titan stuff and do a little bit more story. Since I've got you here, do some more story with the Titan and the avenging of Cade. Alrighty, let's see. I'll see them eventually. I gotta see the first one before I see the second one, of course. Alright, so we've got one Baron left. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. Let's go up here and get that. Yeah, so don't spoil him, please, because that would be awful. Somebody actually spoiled The Sixth Sense for me, so I went into the movie knowing already how it would end. Alrighty. And, ah yes, Thunderlord. I have some Thunderlord. What the... these guys. Oh, I gotta get up there. Oh yes, I forgot. I don't have to walk. Yay! Screw you, Mercury. You suck. I enjoyed it. I mean, yes, it is definitely very atmospheric and kind of creepy, but that's the idea of it. Ooh, goodness. Forgot about those things. Dude, what you throwing at? I done killed them all. possibly. Everybody has, you know, different stuff in their past, so there's no telling how certain movies will affect them. One person may really enjoy something, for someone else it may bring back terrible memories. Alrighty. We're gonna go after this last Baron.
This is a sniper's nest. Great sightlines. We're on the Baron that murdered Cade's ghost. That was a one-shot kill. Keep your guard up.
Target practice.
Yeah, for me. Wow, yeah, that's pretty intense. Come on, just hit it. Popping and locking. What got me most about the little girl was like how she died, and that it was her mother that was poisoning her and everything. She ended up leading Haley Joel Osment's character to this videotape and everything, and then they played it, and it was just like heartbreaking to watch that kind of thing, and realize what had actually happened to her.
He's retreating, but I'm tracking his position.
Going the wrong direction. Where am I supposed to even go? Yeah, it was, I mean, it was really sad, but because they were actually like at a wake for the little girl, and he finds the videotape and they play it at the wake in front, and it's like he gives it to his dad, or to her dad, and he ends up watching it like right then and there. Yeah, and basically it was like a nanny cam, and it caught footage of his wife actually like putting poison in this little girl's soup or something like that. And she was supposedly like she had been sick or something like that. Doctors were trying to treat it or something like that. I think I've only seen the movie like maybe 2 times. And like she would get better for a little bit, and then she would get sick. We couldn't quite fix her up, and then
You missed!
turns out that her own mother
Decoys.
was slowly poisoning
Smarter
her.
than he looks. Lightweight simulation tech. I've never seen anything like it. If we find more, let's grab it.
No, you're good. Okay, where is this goober? Okay. There you are. Never seen it. I've heard Split was really good. I have not seen that one yet. I need to catch Split at some point because I've seen the trailer for Glass, and that looks really good. And apparently it combines the events of Unbreakable with the events of Split. Yeah, McAvoy's pretty good.
King Aldrin wants you dead. I bring him your body. Keep your ghost. Sell its shell to Spider.
It's been a long time since I've seen Unbreakable. I need to give that another watch. Exploding rocks. There you go. There. Decoys. Well, that was just rude, fella. Really? If it's on Hulu, I might have to check that out too.
Or I mount your ghost on my wall, next to Kate's.
It better, because we got one last guy to take out here. I prefer to save this guy for last. This guy actually is the one who shot Cade's ghost and destroyed her, which essentially meant that Cade was mortal and could not be revived. So I directly blame him for Cade's death. I know others played a part, but this guy fired the shot.
I see you.
Yeah, guess what? I see you too, prick. You and your decoys. Exactly. He's going to pay a heavy price. Good grief. There's the real you. What? Okay. What weird noises? You talking about his decoys? These little purple hologram things? Yeah, that's not, that noise is not coming from him. It's coming from a hologram. I hate those. About to get personal, bub. That was from Cade.
You know, there's a reason I keep a low profile when you fight. It's just smarter. But Cade's ghost was just like him. Flashy, cocky, and incredibly competent. She didn't deserve to go down like that. 6 names off our list. Only 2 left, then Uldren. Maybe Petra or Spider has a lead on the Machinist and the Fanatic for us.
Alright, so now we go back and visit the Spider. A lot of the Barons are difficult to understand. Although he was probably, compared to some of the others, a little bit easier in my opinion. What you got for me, Chunky?
Look at you. If our prodigal prince is not yet afraid of you, he should be. 6 down, yet the strongest 3 remain. Of the prince and his pet fanatic, reports are few. However, your bloodbath has forced the Machinist out of hiding. Moreover, I hear she's amassing great quantities of corrupted ether to grow the Fanatic's depraved armies. When you pay the Machinist a visit, I urge you to destroy any and all caches of their vile ambrosia. And by the way, death suits you.
Well, I am the Grim Reaper. Wow, give me my loot. And I'll take one more of those. And we'll do another one too. Yeah.
You may go.
Oh, I may I?
Come now. I don't bite. I have people to do that for me.
People? I wouldn't exactly call this people. They definitely look like sea urchins, though.
Greetings, my broad-shouldered friend.
Alrighty. I'm like, is he hitting on me? Take them. The Scorpion is the machinist. Power level 450. What is my power? I'm at 465 at the moment. 461, 458, 472, 477, 455, 440. That needs to be upgraded. That's 488. That's decent. 500. Let's upgrade Horror Story. Seriously. Just want to do some stuff. That is correct. Dude, why must y'all be incessant jerks? Here. 458, 500, 61. Those are 500. Those are 382. I'll get the most upgrade out of that. It's possible I could stream tomorrow night, but I will be in bed by 9 o'clock my time. No exceptions. So we are on the road at 6 in the morning, so I have to be up before then, most likely about 5 a.m. or so, just to make sure that I got everything in order. I'm going to pack tomorrow, and then just do that. But yeah, because I'm normally not getting out of bed until 7. Getting out of bed 2 hours before that is, I'm not gonna forego an extra 2 hours of sleep. I'm gonna make absolutely sure that I'm good to go. Yeah. All right, 465. We can do that. Says we need to be at what, 450. I'm good on that. About 7 my time. Yeah, it's possible. We'll see. Of course, my mom was like, "Oh, you should just spend the night with us, and you know, that way we're all here. We just get up and go in the morning and everything." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're already cutting 2 hours off of my scheduled sleep. I'm not sleeping in a strange bed, making it worse." If you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. That's all they've got for me to sleep on over there is a sleeper sofa. And it's not very comfortable at all. No, get me back down. Okay. I'm actually starting to feel kind of sleepy myself. I think I might just log off and maybe throw on a little bit of King of the Hill right before bed, pop some NyQuil, make sure I get to sleep. Alrighty, have a good night. Alrighty, I'm off.